Hello, network marketing professionals. I'm Tim Sales. There's a stock trader by the name of Bill Ackman who has announced to the media that he is betting against Herbalife stock and that he thinks Herbalife is a pyramid scheme. Just so you know, I am not and never have been with Herbalife. Mr. Ackman has apparently shorted 20 million shares of Herbalife stock. Shorting a stock is a term used to describe he is betting the stock price will go down. If the stock price moves down $1, Bill Ackman makes $20 million. If the stock moves down $10, he makes $200 million. That should answer the question in everyone's mind why he's going public on the media stage and is roaring to all who will listen that because Herbalife doesn't have a high enough percentage of real customers buying their products, it's an illegal pyramid scheme. And he's also claiming that Herbalife preys on the financially unsophisticated. He's saying that he is trying to save the victims in Herbalife that can't save themselves. There's 3 points that I want to make. Point 1, I'm sorry to doubt Mr. Ackman's sincerity, but placing $1 billion bet against Herbalife before he made the comment that Herbalife preys on the poor makes no sequential sense if his intent is to save people from harm, because many of Herbalife's distributors own the stock also. Perhaps had he opened an Herbalife Poor People Foundation and pledged the profits that he and his company, Pershing Square, earn off the drop of Herbalife stock, then maybe I'd believe he truly cared about those poor Herbalife victims. Point 2. Mr. Ackman claims Herbalife doesn't have a high enough percentage of products that move to real consumers, therefore it must be a pyramid scheme. The thing I want everyone in the network marketing industry to understand is that a stock trader, including Mr. Ackman, has 0% of their profits that come from real products sold to a real consumer. Obviously, a stock trader's business model is different, but at a fundamental level, Mr. Ackman is criticizing Herbalife distributors for not selling enough products to retail customers, yet stock traders sell no products. I think this is a case of the pot calling the kettle black. Point 3. Concerning Mr. Ackman's comment that Herbalife targets the financially unsophisticated, I would have been his definition of financially unsophisticated, because when I joined MLM, I was in the military earning under $20,000 a year. I think my lack of financial sophistication prohibits me from understanding investments the way that he sees them. To me, an investment, to be a good investment, always requires someone to pay more for it. This is true in stocks, real estate, coins, paintings. When there are no more people willing to pay a higher price, the price of the investment collapses, and everyone other than the sophisticated trader who sold out at the top loses some or all of their money. I want you to think about something. When a stock trader buys a stock and later sees it selling off and wants to lock in his profits or prevent further losses, who does he sell his shares to? The people who buy the shares near the top in the stock trading industry are known as the cattle and sheep. Without the cattle and sheep, the sophisticated trader would have no one to dump his shares on. I see it as heartless guy must find dumb guy to dump his shares on. The only exception to my views of investments is when someone holding the asset adds some kind of value to it, like buying land and building a house on it and then reselling it. But as a stock trader, there is no added value. If you buy Apple stock, you don't better Apple's products. You don't invent new products. You don't hire and train staff, nor do you help Apple write an advertisement and sell more widgets. You just buy something and look for a dumber person to buy it at a higher price, who will then try to find an even dumber person until eventually the owner of the asset can't find any dumber people to buy it. Then he realizes he's the dumbest of them all. Stock price collapses and starts the cycle all over again. Pretty scammy if you ask me. So when anyone claims that an MLM company will collapse when no more new people are available to join the scheme, yet it has never happened, it is particularly hypocritical when someone from the stock trading industry makes this allegation. In my view, the financially sophisticated are those who add value to an asset. And to me, people are the greatest assets. When I can educate someone to control their weight, I'm adding value. I've found that creates a long-term friend and customer. And if I can train people in my business to understand that if they care more about the customer's needs and wants than getting the sale, it'll build tremendous trust that will last a lifetime, and that person will buy a lot of products throughout their lifetime. What I'm saying is, always adding value is how I describe the financially sophisticated. I know I'm old school. I'm told that all the time. I also think it's hypocritical for anyone in the stock trading business to criticize any industry other than their own for people losing money. People have lost more money in the stock markets of the world than any other industry by far. I mean, stock traders can lose $1 trillion of people's money in a couple of weeks, and it's still legal. Heck, May 6, 2010, stock traders lost $1 trillion in 5 minutes. What's being called the flash crash. It's unbelievable. A quick message to the media. Do yourselves a favor and don't ever quote Robert Fitzpatrick. He destroys your credibility. He is not an expert on pyramids, as he claims. He is an MLM critic, which is very different than an expert. He hates and is obsessed with anyone who succeeds in MLM because he failed at it. That he won't accept MLM as being legal, he has total disobedience and disregard for established law. Every problem in the industry that he brings up, I could discredit with undeniable facts in seconds. The only people who fall for his fabrications and out-of-context statements are people who know nothing about MLM, pyramids, and Ponzi schemes. As an example, he stated on CNBC that 96% of people in MLM don't succeed or don't make their money back. That was deceptive, and he knows it. He didn't factor in people who upgrade from customer to distributor so they can get the products at wholesale. He also doesn't compare that statistic to any other comparable industries. Mr. Fitzpatrick should become an advocate of something instead of a critic of something. Start an industry where 96% succeed in it, and maybe I'll join you. Journalists in the media need to understand something. The MLM industry has been around for over 50 years. There are approximately 74 million people involved at some level. Over 70% of the U.S. population has bought a product from us. Maybe 40 years ago, you could break a news story about someone being deceived by an MLM company, but there is no breaking story here. The public already knows about MLM, and the government already regulates MLM. The media has ganged up on and attacked the multi-level marketing industry about every 3 to 5 years, but their content used in the attacks has not changed in 50 years. It's the same old stuff. What they accuse each company they attack of is what the Federal Trade Commission sued Amway for 35 years ago and lost. One of the facts that came out of that suit, which is never mentioned in the media, was that Amway proved that people lower in the ranks did in fact make more money than people higher in the ranks. When you know this fact, it's impossible to attach the word pyramid to the MLM structure. Because a pyramid scheme is each level earning less. Therefore, the people at the top are making all the money. And in MLM, I don't know a single company, and I know hundreds, where the first person in the business is making the most money. Also, if you're in the media and give a statistic of the MLM industry, please compare it to a similar industry. Otherwise, it becomes very obvious you're writing a biased story. My point is, between the media attacking and the government regulating us, if we had any skeletons in our closet, they've been sitting on the front porch for 50 years, and the government has already regulated those behaviors. So journalists, there's only one media story left to tell about the MLM industry. How can an industry so heavily regulated and so unfairly attacked continue to grow? We're not hurting people in MLM any more than any other industry is hurting people. In a large survey of people active and not active in our industry, it was found 91% of direct sellers had their expectation of a business met or exceeded. So the majority of our people are happy. If that same person who started in MLM instead started selling real estate or insurance or started trading stocks, started an internet business, started a diet, or started trying to quit a bad habit. Just as many people would fail. Since no one else is willing to confront the elephant in the room, I will. The overwhelming majority of everyone fails at everything. That is fact, and it sucks. The reason that I am in the multi-level marketing industry and in no other industry is because, at least in our industry, there are a minimum of 3 to 4 levels of people who have a financial interest in this person's success. And to that end, we do countless training meetings to educate them. We do social events that increase their perseverance. We even stack new people and customers under them to increase their confidence and their bonus checks. You will not find a more selfless group of leaders anywhere. I was one of those who probably would have failed had I not had that kind of support. So I am forever indebted to this industry. MLM is not a perfect industry, and I have never claimed it to be so. But when I compare each industry that someone could earn good money in, be it franchise, be it traditional business, be it stock trading, MLM always wins because of the lower startup costs and infrastructure of support and training. I want the MLM industry better than it is now. I'm working on training methods and techniques to better the statistics of us. But until someone in every industry takes responsibility for your own industry's poor statistics, don't cut MLM down, because every industry that has a high income potential has pretty much the same failure rates. Truthfully, I don't have anything against the stock trading industry or investments. If everyone in your industry knows the rules of engagement, go at it. All I've tried to show here is that from an outsider looking in, any industry can have a little scamminess to it. It's no different in MLM. We're not trying to deceive or scam anyone. To all network marketers, support Herbalife. Don't criticize them. Also, get a lot of customers. As you can see, by not doing so, it opens us up for attacks. To Herbalife distributors, don't you dare let the Wall Street fat cats derail your business. What Bill Ackman hopes is that the media attack he has delivered on Herbalife will cause you to reduce your efforts. If you reduce your efforts, Herbalife might not earn as much profit as they did last quarter, which could cause the stock to drop. Not because of Ackman, but because you got scared and reduced your efforts. Your CEO, Michael Johnson, is a great leader, worthy to follow. This media phase will end, I promise. I've been through it. So double and triple your efforts. Sell more products than you've ever sold before. Train others to do the same, and have the best quarter Herbalife has ever had. And if you do this, you will punish the short sellers in your stock. If Herbalife stock goes up $20, Mr. Ackman loses $200 million. Now, wouldn't that be fun?